Morning guys, hope you're all well. Just a short update on where we are from last week. 9 weeks now, and although the lockdown has been eased, we've got to obviously keep remembering to social distance and do our bit and keep it at bay. It's all about awareness and making sure that we're not all running off to the beach and getting involved in all the stupidity I've been watching on the news. We don't want a second spike. Right, so basically all of the, myself and all of my directors went into the factory yesterday. We had a full day's meeting, obviously social distanced while we were doing it. But we had a look at the tremendous work that basically Andy Burnett and his team have done in the factory. All of the safety measures that have been put in place, we all signed them off. We all agreed. We had numerous documents, as you can see here, on health and safety and what should be happening in the factory. And you will all receive at your own workstation an individual document that you will have to read and agree to help with the social distancing where possible and the health and safety aspect of returning back to work. I am very, very confident that, having seen a lot of our competitors, what they've done to their factories, and they've done an amazing job, that ours is probably the most comprehensive. We have walkways, we have hand sanitizers, we have facial recognition signing in machines. There's plenty of signage everywhere. It's just a case of, basically it's new, and it'll be a case of getting to know it for you guys once you're in and around the factory. And I think it's a case of just taking your time and understanding what the new rules are. And I think we will all be absolutely fine once we get to that position. George will be bringing back in managers week commencing the 3rd of June to do a full health and safety check with some of the managers, so that then they can then relay that to you guys, and so we're all singing off the same hymn sheet. On the 1st of June, Andy Burnett will be bringing back 42 individuals to go through the workings of the factory and the new layout of the factory. All of the workstations have been made, where possible, socially distanced. We've got little pods all over the place now on the in between the sewing machines, and the office staff will all have their own little pod around the desks. And I'm sure we've covered virtually everything. We will be inviting the GMB, the union, in to have a look round and agree to what we've done, and they'll be coming round. But I can't stress that the thanks to Andy Burnett and all the guys in the factory. I mean, there will be changes for you moving forward. One of the big changes will be lunch times, where there'll be no canteen, there'll be no fridges. There will be vending machines, but we would prefer, if you could, where possible, to bring a packed up lunch and eat it at your workstation, therefore minimising the risk of having to mingle with other people and keep that distance apart from everybody. But as I said, there's plenty of cleaning of apparatus, plenty of hand sanitizers around the place, and I'm sure, given the work that the guys have put in, that this is going to make us all feel a lot more comfortable and definitely a lot safer, because it's by far one of the most comprehensive reports that I've seen of all of the factories that of the managing directors that I speak to. So that's looking good. An update on the NHS. We've happily now started cutting the gowns, and we're taking on about 15,600 a week per machine. So that's how many we can do per each individual Gerber cutting machine. So that's really good, and we're really pleased with that, and we're happy to be helping, and it's well on its way, and it's flowing tremendously. Regards opening again, you may have read in the press that Some of the retailers have started to tickle at opening their stores. I know, for instance, this weekend Furniture Village are opening the majority of their stores, albeit without any advertising, and they're testing the water of how they can be running a furniture store whilst adhering to all the rules. I mean, basically, I think the scenario is you turn up to a Furniture Village store, you have your temperature taken, and you have to fill in a questionnaire before you're allowed in the actual store to have a look round. Obviously, any higher than normal above temperatures, unfortunately, won't be let in. So that looks after the other people and the staff of Furniture Village. But we're pleased that Village have taken this step and they're dipping the toe in the water, albeit very small and very cautiously. So that's a good start. Regards other retailers opening, I'm sure if the thing works with Village this weekend, you're going to see your other major multiples starting to open and your independents, and then eventually, once we get through the craziness, we can mention the fact that we're making furniture again and we're all back to work. I know you're probably all sat there thinking, well, when are we going to be going back to work? Well, there's no definite dates because we're still waiting for the announcement on June the 1st from Boris. If I was a betting man, I would be thinking somewhere around the 15th of June, we'll be looking to phase people back in off furlough. So if you're one of the, and I'm sure you take this in a positive way, if you're one of the lucky ones who get asked to come back, I'm sure you're chomping at the bit. Not everybody will come back straight away. But we will eventually get this factory up and running, and hopefully one day we'll get back to normal. But when you're asked to come back off furlough, obviously we expect you to return to work as and when you are asked to do so. I've not really got a lot more to say to you than that, other than I'll keep you informed if there's any more new announcements or there's anything happening new at Buoyant. I know it was lovely for me to get back in the factory yesterday and feel as though we was all together again. And believe me, we're all chomping at the bit. But nothing will happen unless we make this place safe for everybody. And I've got to stress that making furniture is not worth risking one single life. So we will not do that. We will bring you all back when we know it's a safe environment to do so. So have a great weekend. It's a bank holiday Monday. Try and stay away from the beach. Try and remember, the less you mingle, the more chance we've got of getting rid of this virus sooner rather than later. But wash your hands. We keep forgetting that. Keep washing your hands. I've washed my hands a million times more than I probably have in the last 55 years of me being on the earth. But there you go. We're all in it together. We'll keep you informed. Have a great weekend and good luck.